tonight here at Hiding Stadium. Excuse me, welcome back to Hiding Stadium as we get set for football this evening here on Sports Radio 92.3 FM, WOSQ, and WDLB, WOSQ.com. Glad to have you with us for Marshfield Tiger football this evening here on WOSQ. Marshfield Tigers opening their season against the Hudson Raiders tonight in this non-conference contest. We've had some threats of rain this evening, but as of right now, that has held off, and we do have some light drops from time to time, but otherwise the weather conditions pretty good for football action this evening. Marshfield Tigers and Hudson Raiders opening their non-conference schedules tonight here at Hiding Stadium in this football matchup. A number of Hudson fans have ventured over to see the ball game this evening. We have a good group of Marshfield Tiger fans on hand for this contest as well. Glad to have you with us for Marshfield Tiger football this evening here on WOSQ. Tigers do have some good, talented ball players back from a year ago, as Coach Cato mentioned during our pregame report, including quarterback Trevor Femmel, he's back. Receiver Luke Lemoyne, running back Jeff Marsh, and some very good linemen led by offensive guard Noah Peterson and defensive end Isaac Daggett. So it should be a good season for Marshfield Tiger football this year. The teams are on the field. The Hudson ball players being introduced to the crowd here at Hiding Stadium as we get set for football, the season opener for Marshfield and Hudson tonight here at Hiding Stadium. And glad to have you with us for our broadcast this evening. You are listening to Marshfield Tiger football on Sports Radio 92.3 FM, WOSQ, Spencer, Marshfield, and WOSQFM.com. Along with Dale Yakitis, I'm Gene DeLisio. Happy to have you with us for Marshfield Tiger football this evening. Tigers now charging onto the field in their orange jerseys and white pants with black helmets and black numerals as well. Not much of a breeze this evening, a light flutter out there, kind of moving the flag around on the north end of the football field, but that should not be a big factor in this contest this evening. Marshfield Tigers will have the football first tonight as we get set for football here at Hiding Stadium. Let's bring in Dale Yakitis and some comments on Tiger football. Dale, always good to get the season finally underway.
Yeah, it is, Gene. It's fun, that first game of the season. It's always bittersweet because it means that the summer is also coming to an end. School's going to start pretty soon, and both for students and teachers as well. I'm sure that's kind of a bittersweet event ahead, but boy, you couldn't ask really for a nicer night for football. There's not going to be any kind of a sun advantage out of the west tonight. It looks like the wind is going to be manageable, and of course we're on turf, so any rain that we did get or might get yet tonight shouldn't be much of a factor. And I'm looking forward to this. Hudson has been a team that's always been very good over there in the Mississippi area over there in that conference. I think they were right around 500 last year or so. But this is usually one of the prime programs in the state. So this should be fun. Give Marshfield a good indicator of what they've got here tonight.
Luke Lemoyne going back in deep safety for the Marshfield Tigers. And joined back there by Joshua Schaefer. Hudson kicking off. Jack Strong will kick off for Hudson, kicking from south to north. Kick is a short kick. Bounces inside the Marshfield 40, is fumbled around back to about the 33 and fallen on there by a Tiger ball player. Not sure if that was an intentional squib kick or he just mishit it. Bounced around a bit, and finally Marshfield's Reed Geiger fell on the football to secure Marshfield's first possession of the night.
I think that might have been intentional because he undercut that so much. The tee almost went as far as the football on that one, but nevertheless, here we go. Marshfield with their first series of the year with an experienced quarterback.
Trevor Femmel in the shotgun, or the pistol. Jeff Marsh behind him. And now on first down, Marsh gets the call straight ahead to the 35, out to about the 36, maybe the 37, stopped about there. Jeff Marsh will be the primary running back on this ball club last year. He ran for 178 yards and 2 touchdowns for Marshfield a year ago.
Going to see a little bit different formation situation from the Tigers this year. I saw a film of their scrimmage. They line up in some of the spread formations they were in last year, but then they switch and sometimes end up in an I formation, moving a wingback into fullback as they shift.
Lemoyne far side. Carolfi split out to the far side as well. 2nd and 6 from the 37. Marsh gets the call again. Nice gain across the 40. 45 for the first down out to about the 47-yard line.
Nice hole off that right side, Gene.
Let's give you that Tiger offensive line. The left tackle is Andrew Marsh. The left guard is Noah Peterson. The center, Sebastian Grand-Corvitz. The right guard, Riley Heller. And the right tackle is Carter Sierra. 1st and 10 Marshfield at their own 47. Play just underway here at Hiding Stadium. No score in this ball game as of yet. Tigers send Mitchell Shoddy wide to the far side.
There's that switching formation again where they change slot back and tight end.
And Femmel again to Marsh. Straight ahead, not much. Now he cuts outside for some yardage at the 50, 45, up the far sideline to the Hudson 30, run out of bounds around the 25. Good change of direction there, Dale.
Absolutely, and I was just going to say, last year at times we didn't see a lot of that from Marsh. He would go up the middle and sometimes get a few yards, but not do a lot of cutting. And his speed seemed to be suspect, but it sure wasn't there. That was the same type of play I saw a lot in the scrimmage situation. They did that same thing to Memorial several times where Marsh went up the middle, and next thing you know, down the sidelines he goes.
He gains 24 on that play. 1st and 10 Tigers at the Hudson 29. Colby and Marsh now in the I formation behind Femmel. Femmel fakes the handoff, rolls the near sideline, now rolls back the other way, has one man to beat, gets around him to the 30, 25-20, up the far sideline to about the 16, then falls forward to the 14-yard line after a big hit. That's one thing we saw from Trevor Femmel a year ago. He ran for over 300 yards and 4 touchdowns for Marshfield last year. And he runs down to the 15-yard line, picks up 14 on that play, and another Tiger first down.
Yeah, my lookout was that there was a Tiger player downfield, and I thought he was going to clip, but he pulled up. And nice run by Femmel, who I think maybe is sometime I'll see this year, but a better runner than he is a thrower.
Lemoyne to the near side. Sam Meverden. Got the wrong Meverden. Tight end on the far side. Braden Anderson rocking back near side. Here's Marsh straight ahead, runs into a stone wall, but dives forward for about a half yard.
Yeah, the right side of that defensive line.
Keep in mind, Dale, that Hudson does have a premier ball player, defensive end Will McDonald. He's 6'5", 230. He is a preferred walk-on going to Wisconsin next season. Last year had 7 tackles for loss and 4 quarterback sacks.
What's his name again?
Will McDonald. He's out there at number 17.
Okay.
2nd and 10 Marshfield at the Hudson 15-yard line. Evan Jacoby to the near side. Femmel back to pass the football, being rushed, squirms away, runs straight ahead for a couple of yards, falls forward to about the 14 and stopped there. 1 yard for Femmel on that carry.
One thing I didn't get a chance to talk to Coach Gadel about is if they came out of the scrimmage physically okay.
Seems like they did.
Okay.
We talked to him at the coaches show on Monday night. He was very happy about the health of his ball club. That should not be an issue. Shoddy back in the ball game.
Ooh, didn't give him much of a mark there, did they?
Brooks Hinson wide near side. It's 3rd and about 9.5. Eli Colby lines up now as the fullback in front of Jeff Marsh. And Femmel hands to Colby straight ahead for a nice gain to the 5-yard line near the goal line. Woo! And he gets in for the touchdown.
Right up the middle. Oh my gosh, a fullback carrying the ball out of an I formation. It's been a while since we've seen that here in Marshfield. Some of the better running games that Marshfield has had that I formation look over the years. So it's back.
Eli Colby straight ahead for 15 yards on the score. 7-play, 67-yard scoring drive. Braxton Kurth on the PAT try. The kick is up, and it is good. So the Tigers score on their first possession. 8:43 remaining in the first quarter, and our score is Marshfield 7 and Hudson nothing. Back with more football in just a moment.
Scotty's Pizza and Chicken of Marshfield has been voted best pizza in Marshfield 12 years in a row. With popular choices like broccoli, bacon, cheese, drunken chicken, or any of the 25 specialty pizzas, Scotty's is ready to earn your vote now at 715-384-8118. Choose Scotty's for pizza, chicken, subs, sandwiches, and more. Carry out, dine-in, and delivery. Scotty's Pizza and Chicken, 715-384-8118.
Witness the difference of a Catholic education at Columbus Catholic Schools.
I think everyone should just know what makes this place special.
But come and see. That's just what the Lord always said, and put your toe in the water. They are great schools, and it's a good fit. I'd always want them to come and to just feel the goodness and the family atmosphere.
I invite everyone just to come in and see what it's about and to see if it might be right for them and their family.
We invite you to schedule a tour today.
3-4 type defense with some big gaps between the nose guard and the defensive tackle. Marshfield taking advantage of that and just blew it wide open.
Riley Anderson back in deep safety for Hudson at the 5-yard line. As Braxton Kurth kicks it away. Kick is on the way, an end over and kick, and Anderson to the far side to the 2-yard line, but that kickoff is going to be called back. We may have a Marshfield man offside on the kickoff. I'm sure as a former head coach, Dale, you'd love to see that.
What I'd love to see was that kick going down to about the 2-yard line. Good height. And if that's what we can expect from our kickoff team this year, that will be great for the coverage unit.
Well, Braxton Kurth boomed a lot of them last year. He's back again this year.
I have to admit, I looked downfield right away, so I didn't see what happened back here. Typical fan still. I don't watch some of the critical things that are happening that I should be watching, like the offsides, for example.
I don't expect to see that too much on a kickoff, but nonetheless.
No, it's kind of up to the officiating crew. There are some, unless you are egregiously or very much offside, are just going to ignore it. Some are just a little more picky, and they have the right to do whatever they want.
Kurth kicking off once again. Anderson now stationed at the 6-yard line. Here's a long line drive kick. Anderson at the 10, up the far sideline, 15 to the 20, 25, gets around a couple of Tigers, but falls forward to about the 27. Hudson takes over, 1st and 10 at their own 27, 8:37 remaining in the first period, and Marshfield has the early lead at 7-0. Tiger defense on the field.
Tackle by Hunter Kellenhofer.
Now we have a penalty here against Hudson as well, a holding call against the Raiders.
Oh boy.
So that return will come back. Yardage marked off against Hudson here. And the ball going back to the 17-yard line.
They announced that it was Hunter Kellenhofer on the tackle. We do have some disparity with some numbers that were changed here tonight, so we'll keep up with that best we can.
Now Jake Busson at quarterback. Jack Kantak, the running back, with him on 1st down. Busson runs himself, gets outside, turns the corner at the 20, and out of bounds around the 21-yard line. Jake Busson, the backup quarterback last season, inherits the starting role this year.
Justin Roby.
And on the first play from scrimmage, carries out to about the 21-yard line, picks up 4 on that play.
Tackle by Sam Meverden.
2nd and about 7 for Hudson at their own 21. Buston again straight ahead with a big hole across the 25 to the 30. Breaking tackles out across the 35 and finally pushed back at the 36-yard line. Met there by a couple of Tigers, led by Joshua Schaefer.
Carry by Busen.
But Busen gets the 1st down to the 37-yard line. He'll get 16 on that play. Running quarterback Jake Busson, 1st and 10. Hudson at their own 37. Early first quarter. Tigers have the early lead at 7-0. Kantak in the backfield, 3 receivers on the near side. Here's Busson again on a jet sweep fake. Carries it straight ahead to the 44. And upended there by a couple of Tigers, led by, looks like, Brant Fries on that tackle at the 44-yard line. He picks up 7 more. So Busson has carried 3 times for Hudson from the 17 to the 44-yard line. 2nd and 3 Raiders at their own 44.
They're running inside right now with Busson as he fakes these outside handoffs. That, of course, will suck the defense in a little bit and make their outside game more effective.
Again, 3 receivers on the near side. Busson rolls to the far side. Now gets a hit, spins away, but then goes down on one knee. He took a big hit along that far sideline. Looks like it was Luke Check that number. It looks like a number 10. Luke Lemoyne. No, it was not number 10. It was number 70, Nate Spencer. Nick Spencer made the tackle and forced Busson down back at the 42-yard line, a loss of 2. And that puts Hudson in a 3rd and 5 situation.
That was a pure option type play. Fake inside and roll out option.
Let's see if Busson throws here. 3rd and 5. 2 receivers far side, 1 on the near side. 3rd and 5 from the 42. And Busson rolls near side, now pitches back to Kantak. He's going to be hit hard and dropped back by the 37-yard line. Very good pursuit by the Tigers. And the principal tackler, Vaughn Colbeck, made the big play back at the 37-yard line.
Yeah, that should have been a flag. The referee back there reached for his flag because Hudson momentarily had 2 guys in motion as that ball was snapped, but I guess he chose not to throw it, and Tigers make a good defensive play anyway.
So now a 4th and 10 coming up for Hudson at their own 37. And the Raiders will punt the ball away. Tigers send Bennett Lang back in deep safety at his own 30-yard line. Good snap. And here's the kick, a high floating kick. Lang calls for a fair catch and grabs it at his own 33-yard line. 30-yard punt by Hudson. Marshfield football on their own 33-yard line, 5:49 remaining. In the first quarter, Marshfield has the early lead at 7-0.
I tell you, Eli Colby's ready for contact. He rushed the punter, and there's that single blocker back there, and he just ran right into the guy and just snowballed.
Aggressive guys out here.
Goodness.
Trevor Femmel in the pistol. Jeff Marsh next to him. Lemoyne on the near side. And here's a fake jet sweep. Now Femmel looking for a hole. Carries across the 35 to 36. Dumped by McDonald right there. Femmel gains 3 on that play.
Tackled by McDonald.
Good job by Hudson that time with some outside contain, forcing Femmel back to the inside.
Tigers face with 2nd and 7 at their own 36-yard line. Tigers picked for 7th place this year in the Wisconsin or the Valley Football Association. That's 7 out of 7 because Wausau East only playing a JV schedule this year. Brooks Hinson to the far side. Lemoyne wide near side. Colby and Marsh in the eye on 2nd and 7. New quarterback in there for Marshfield. It's Jeff Marsh handling it straight ahead for no gain. Tigers brought in Adam Gilbertson to play quarterback on that play. Adam Gilbertson, a junior, played quarterback, handed to Marsh, who went straight ahead but picked up no yardage. So we'll check on the sideline, see if Femmel is down there being attended to. Tigers face with 3rd and 8. The ball is actually back at the 35-yard line. Femmel now does return to the ball game along with Evan Jacoby. 3rd and 8 Marshfield at their own 35-yard line. Lemoyne and Jacoby wide to the far side. Brooks Hinson to the near side. Marsh standing next to Femmel, 3rd and 8. Trevor takes the snap, wants to pass, steps up, and throws deep to the far sideline for Lemoyne, but just over his head, incomplete. Luke was covered by about 3 Hudson defenders. He had to fight his way through those guys to get to the football. Almost got there, but the ball fell just a bit too far for him. Incomplete pass.
Well, Trevor did there what he did a lot last year. He has a tendency to, he throws a beautiful spiral, but sometimes he throws it real hard on the line. If he had put some air under that, he had a receiver that did eventually gain a couple steps, but it was overthrown.
Riley Anderson back again in single safety for Hudson. 4th and 8, and Noah Peterson punting for Marshfield. Line of scrimmage is the Tiger 35. Good snap. Kick is away. It's a line drive. Bouncing in front of Anderson across the 35 to the 30, to the 20, to the 19, 18, and down at the 18-yard line. 46-yard punt for Noah Peterson, who averaged 36.4 yards per punt a year ago. 1st and 10 for Hudson inside their own 20-yard line. Now 4:41 remaining in the first quarter. Marshfield leads 7-0. By the way, 8-man football in Central Wisconsin begins next week in the CWC East. Gilman, the preseason favorite. Thorpe 2nd, Athens 3rd, Owen Withy 4th, Greenwood 5th, and Alma Center Lincoln picked for 6th place.
Those guys are all playing 8-man now.
They certainly are, and more than that. Many schools are. 1st and 10 Hudson from their own 18-yard line. And Justin Roby now playing quarterback. No, he's in the tailback spot. He gets the pitch and gets forced out of bounds back at the 15-yard line. Busson pitching back to Roby, and he's a hard hit from Colbeck and Bennett Lang, and goes out of bounds around the 15-yard line. We'll see where they mark the football. Looks like right on the 15. So a loss of 3 on that run by Roby.
Well, it's a speed option type play where there's no fake inside, and because of that, Marshfield or the defense in general can just go ahead and pursue to the outside, and it's not quite as deceptive as you have that belly option available, that fake handoff.
2nd and 12, and here's Roby on the sweep coming to the near side. Again, it's bunched
nice
together,
play.
and the Tigers really make a good play on the near sideline, and a tackle made by Evan Pretch, who fallen off a block and knocked the ball carrier down back inside the 15.
Boy, that's exactly, you keep that outside arm free and you get out there and contain those wide plays. You want to put together a film on how to deal with those types of play. There's an example right there. Yeah. Beautiful.
Superb play there by Evan Pretch fighting off that block. And now a 3rd and 14 for Hudson at their own 14-yard line. Busson rolling towards the far sideline, looking to throw the football. Now throws along the far sideline and has the ball go through Roby's hands at the 30-yard line, incomplete. Threw the ball just a bit behind him, and Roby looked back for the ball, went through his hands. Otherwise, he had the first down and much more.
Yeah, he did.
Tigers get a break there. So another 3 and out for Hudson. 4th and 10 for the Raiders at their own 14-yard line. And Marshfield should get the football back once again.
Oh, these are the plays that gives coaches nightmares early in the season. These punt situations where you just don't know what you have for a long snapper and so on.
Gannon Sawicki punting for Hudson from his own goal line.
Good snap. Kick
is away. Not real deep, but Lang makes the catch, fair catch at the 43-yard line.
31-yard punt.
So Marshfield has good field position. That's the Hudson 43-yard line. That's where Marshfield puts the ball in play with 3:17 remaining in the first quarter. Marshfield on top 7-0.
There was some decent pressure by Marshfield. Marshfield not known as a team that, even back under Coach Lutke, that went for a lot of blocks and punt situations. They prefer to work the returns.
Trevor Femmel at quarterback. Sam Everton tight end on the near side on this play. Femmel gives the ball to Marsh. He stumbles a bit, falls forward, gets about 2 yards.
I think he almost lost the grip on the football for a second there. He had to kind of reach down below his waist and kind of regather it.
They'll give him 1 yard to the 42. 2nd and 9 Marshfield at the Hudson 42-yard line. Tigers making a lot of changes throughout the ball game tonight. Lots of personnel coming in and out. Brooks Hinson wide near side. Luke Lemoyne far side. Sam Everton a flex tight end. Now he will shift to the near side.
High formation.
2nd and 9, and Femmel fakes the handoff. Back to pass, looking for some room, and throws it far side, incomplete. He threw it towards a Marshfield lineman, and that lineman got away from the football.
That's got to be grounding, I think, unless...
Well, now you can... There's some changes in the rules now about how you can throw the football away if you're under duress, and that may be an example there.
Okay.
So they want to protect the quarterback from injury, so I think they've changed those rules this year. So what used to be called grounding in some situations now will just be an incomplete pass, and I think, saw an example of that right there.
Well, he was being hit, too, as he got rid of the ball, so that could become a factor as well in terms of grounding or whatever.
Mitchell Shoddy wide far side.
Here's the eye again.
Jacoby near side on 3rd and 9 from the 42-yard line. High backfield. Femmel again back to pass, being rushed, throws a middle screen, but it's caught by Meverton inside the 35, takes it down to about the 34. Wow. He'll be very close to a first down.
What a play by Femmel. A man came free from that right side. Somebody on the right side is not picking up pass blocking, or there's a, we get a penalty call too. Yeah, there's a holding.
Oh, you're right, Dale, we do. It's a holding call on Marshfield.
Call on Marshfield, yeah.
Marshfield otherwise would have had a 3rd and inches had that play stood, but that won't be the case.
Very athletic play by Femmel, who was being facing a guy about twice his size, and Femmel's a big kid himself, but a big defensive end or linebacker was coming in on him and hit him. Femmel got rid of it and put the ball right on the money.
On Marshfield.
Tigers calling for holding, and so the ball's coming way back here, all the way back to the Marshfield 39. And they have to get to the Hudson 34 for the first down. So third and about 25 here.
Guy that was applying the pressure, I believe, was Sam Dickman, who's 6'3", 220 pounds.
Good-sized players on that defensive line for Hudson. Third and long, Tigers at their own 39-yard line. I backfield. Hinson near side, Lemoyne far side. I backfield. Femmel keeps the ball on the ground and hands off to his fullback, Braden Anderson, who goes straight ahead for about 2 yards.
They're trying a draw play there.
So that sets up a fourth and very long for the Tigers. Too bad the Tigers began that series in good field position on the Hudson 43, but can't take advantage of it.
Well, Hudson has shown that they've got some pretty stout people up front.
Fourth and long, Tigers at their own 45-yard line, and Noah Peterson on to punt the ball away once again. Before that, flag, we have whistles sounding.
Equipment, I think.
Some changes for the Hudson Ball Club. And now Peterson punting from about his own 35-yard. High snap, but as the snap occurs, there's a flag down. Procedure call coming against Marshfield.
Penalty on Marshfield.
So the ball goes back to about the 35. Noah Peterson healthy this year, an outstanding offensive guard, hurt part of last season. But in good shape this year. He's on the punt once again.
Fourth and forever here.
Yep. Good snap. And there's a very high kick.
Nice kick.
Boomer. And Anderson calls for a fair catch and makes it at about the 22-yard line.
Fair catch made by Anderson.
42-yard punt for Noah Peterson. First and 10 for Hudson. And they'll put the ball in play at their own 22-yard line. 64 seconds remaining in the first quarter, and Marshfield on top of this ball game 7-0.
At Express Employment Professionals, we place people from all walks of life in all kinds of jobs.
Hi, welcome to Express. Please sign in and have a seat.
Great, thanks. Great, thanks. Great, thanks. Great, thanks.
He gets 4 on that play. 2nd and 6, Hudson at their own 22 in the final minute of play here in the first quarter.
32 yards already for Boosin in 5 carries.
He's in the backfield with Roby on 2nd and 6 here. 2 receivers on either side on this play. Bussin takes the snap and keeps it himself again after a nice fake. Carries across the 40 and spins out to about the 43. And I'll give Hudson the first down.
Carried by Busan.
Quarterback trapped there. A nice play where they pulled a lineman from the right side and brought him over to block the right defensive tackle for Marshfield, creating a big hole there.
He gets 19 on that play. First and 10, Hudson at their own 45 with 15 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Marshfield on top, 7-0. Bussin in the quarterback spot once again. Roby next to him. And it's Roby on the sweep this time. Turns the corner at the 50 up the far sideline and pulled down inside the Marshfield 45 for another first down for Hudson.
Carried by Roby.
And that play will end the first quarter here at Hiding Stadium in Marshfield. Officials holding the ball game up momentarily here. We see if we have a penalty flag or not. No, we do not. That play does end the first quarter here at Hiding Stadium. Our score after one quarter is Marshfield 7 and Hudson 0. Back with the second quarter in just a moment.
If you lose direction, you can grab my hand. I'll be the one behind you to say no. One man band. Just follow your dreams. Keep your promises.
We're all different, but we all want great health insurance. See why we're rated #1 in service, coverage, and affordability in central Wisconsin.
I really got to understand what a nurse is. Do they focus on you? You know, do they make sure that you're comfortable? And, you know, that's what Shai has. It's the connection that he has, my best interest in mind, always.
Why wait another day? Let's take the next step together towards a better life.
First and 10, Hudson at the Tiger 42-yard line as we start the second quarter here at Hiding Stadium. And Bussin back to pass, has time, lobs it to the far sideline. A man wide open, that's Anderson at the 20, up the far sideline, out of bounds around the 15. Riley Anderson makes a nice catch and carries deep inside Marshfield territory for the first down.
Anderson for a Hudson first down.
Well thrown ball there by Bussin, right on the money. And the receiver, Anderson, with a very nice route. He was wide open.
Out of bounds at the 18-yard line. So pickup of 27. First and 10 for Hudson at the Tiger 18, early second quarter. Marshfield leads 7-0. Tight formation here. And Bussin hands off to his fullback, who handles inside the 15 to about the 12. That's again Owen McKinnon. Straight ahead for about 4 yards on that play, maybe 5. Taken to the 13-yard line. Second and 5 for Hudson at the Tiger 13. No huddle here. Tight formation once again. And here's an inside handoff to Roby, and he's stopped at the line of scrimmage by about 5 Tigers. Pretsch is there. Looks like Kellenhofer might be there as well.
Ball carried by Roby.
Several Tigers in on that stop. Ryan Donovan was there. Roby may have lost a yard or two on the play. Ball's back at the 15. And 3rd and 7, Hudson at the Tiger 15-yard line. Bussin back in the pistol formation here. And he wants to run the ball himself to the 15, to the 10-yard line, and stop right there. A physical tackle by Meverden. Not Meverden. Looks like Logan Metcalf, the primary tackler on that play. Right on the 10-yard line. Gain of 5.
Vaughn Colback also right there on that tackle, Gene.
So now a 4th down play for Hudson. It's 4th and about 2 for Hudson at the Tiger 10-yard line. Tiger defense digs in right here. McKinnon, the fullback, behind Bussin. Roby goes in motion. And now Bussin stands up, maybe changing something. Trying to draw the Tigers offside, I believe. Still waiting around, standing behind the center, and now takes a timeout.
Timeout, Hudson.
Hudson takes their first timeout of the first half. 10:08 remaining in the second quarter, and Marshfield leads 7-0, and so Hudson may attempt a field goal in this situation.
Stone Innovations, home of Wisconsin's largest granite and quartz selection, is now featuring the best stones shopping experience in the state. Our brand new indoor facility allows for a home-like, comfortable atmosphere. Choose from hand-picked stone from around the world and select the perfect look for your dream kitchen in the best lighting possible. Then sit down with our free design services to customize the look of your kitchen. Our projects come with a lifetime warranty. Stone Innovations, Wisconsin's granite and quartz leader. Appleton, Rhinelander, Clover, Madison.
8 games in 2016, had back-to-back 11-win seasons in 2012 and 2013.
If he doesn't kick it, they're going to throw an inside lateral to go to their left side.
Both teams back on the field. Ball is put down. The snap there. The kick is on the way, and the kick is good. It's a 27-yard field goal for Jack Strong to beat Hudson on the scoreboard. Clock is stopped with 10:04 remaining in the first half. Our score is Marshfield 7, Hudson 3. And more football coming up in just a moment.
Central Wisconsin Glass is Central Wisconsin's choice for your next new or remodeled shower and bathroom. The experts at Central Wisconsin Glass will effortlessly guide you through the design and installation process. Have the elegant and modern shower and bathroom you've been looking for. Call Central Wisconsin Glass at 715-387-8010. That's 715-387-8010. And Central Wisconsin Glass on Facebook for your residential, commercial, and vehicle glass needs.
For over 50 years, the Dental Clinic of Marshfield has served the area with the talent and expertise of big city dentistry with a hometown feel. With our multi-specialty staff and board-certified periodontist, orthodontist, and pediatric dentist, Dental Clinic of Marshfield has solutions for our patients of all ages from 1 to 100. We take pride in being in-network with an array of insurance companies to meet the needs of our community and our patients. No matter what your dental need, the Dental Clinic of Marshfield will be there for you.
Picked up by Schaefer on the 10, coming to the near side here. 15-yard line to
Comes
the
the
20.
wall.
Better hurry. Can't get there. Got horse-collared, and the flag goes down. Schaefer taken down at the 24, but pretty obvious horse-collar tackle there by the Hudson defender.
What's interesting is the horse collar happened right in front of the official on the sideline, and he didn't throw the flag. The referee, who was playing, of course, deep on that, calling it a face mask.
Well, either way.
Yeah. You were right, though, it was a horse collar.
And that will be a major penalty. And that will bring the ball out to the Marshfield 39.
You know, unless there was a face mask somewhere else in there that we just didn't see. That could be too, I suppose.
First and 10 Tigers at their own 39. 9:55 left, first half. Tigers lead 7-3. Trevor Fimmel at quarterback. Jeff Marsh the tailback. Brooks Hinson receiver on the near side. Luke Lemoyne on the far side. And Evan Jacoby, the slot receiver, to the far side as well. Fimmel on first down to throw quickly to the far sideline and through the hands of Lemoyne at the Hudson 45, incomplete. A bit too tall even for Luke Lemoyne, who's 6'4", went off his fingertips behind him and almost intercepted by a Hudson defender, but the ball falls incomplete.
Pretty good throw there by Fimmel. Lemoyne probably would, he'd probably tell you that's one that I should have had, but certainly his ribs were very exposed as he had to kind of get up on his tiptoes to try to catch that.
Second and 10 Tigers at their own 39. Tigers shift. Mefford lines up as a tight end on the near side. Anderson the fullback. Handoff to Marsh straight ahead across the 40 to about the 43. Running between the tackles.
Carried by Marsh.
Right behind center Sebastian Grand-Corvitz. Marsh gets 4 on that play. So here's a 3rd and 6 for the Tigers.
That's a little bit more like we saw Marsh last year. Hand the ball off to the inside, and he just kind of puts his head down and moves straight forward, as opposed to that play earlier where he bounced off the defense to the inside and scooted to the left down the sideline.
Now a 3rd and 6 call for the Tigers from their own 43. Lemoyne and Jacoby far side. Hinson flanked on the near side. Fimmel in the pistol. Marsh next to him. Trevor to pass the football. Pump fakes, now gets hit, spins away, gets hit again and taken down inside the 35. The quarterback sack by Reese Thompson. Thompson on the quarterback sack inside the Tiger 35-yard line.
Yeah, I'm not sure if who makes the pass blocking calls, if Trevor has to make those at the line of scrimmage, but he has had people coming in untouched. And that's pretty tough to play quarterback when that happens if you don't slide your protection the right direction.
That's an 11-yard loss. 4th and long for the Tigers again. And Noah Peterson punting away once again. High snap, he pulls it in. And another fine kick. Anderson calls for the fair catch right on his own 30-yard line.
Uh-oh, very late flag. There was contact between a Tiger player and a Hudson player, somewhat late.
Bennett Lang out there.
Boy, that flag was thrown very late.
Yeah, Bennett saying he wants some yardage, so the call could come against Hudson here. Let's see. It's a holding call against Hudson.
Wow.
Holding Hudson is the call.
Goodness.
Break for Marshfield there, as that will put the ball back inside the 20-yard line. Denny Gale in his 13th season now as Tiger head coach. Overall record 70-52. 4-6 a year ago. Ball is back at the 21.
JV teams played earlier tonight, game at 4 o'clock, and I understand Hudson won that one 11-0, scored early, and that was about it for the rest of the ball game for either team.
1st and 10 Hudson from their own 21-yard line. Bussin in the pistol. Roby next to him. And Roby gets the handoff straight ahead. Not much there. He'll fight his way out to about the 24, but impeded by several Tigers on that play, most notably by Isaac Daggett.
Tell you who else made a nice play there. Vaughn Colbeck coming across inside, realized he wasn't blocked, so he closed down. Hudson had pulled two linemen on their left side, and they ran right into Colbeck there.
2nd and 8 for Hudson from their own 23. Yeager goes in motion, and Bussin wants to run the option, has a nice gain out to about the 30, pulled down from behind by, I think, Ben Deach. It's a nice play at the 30-yard line, gain of 7 on that run. And that leaves Hudson with a 3rd down, 3rd and about a yard and a half at just shy of their own 30-yard line. Roby and Yeager backs next to Bussin. And Bussin back to pass the ball, has time. Now steps forward, throws to the far sideline. The ball is caught on the far sideline at the 50-yard line by Tyler Lassard. He cuts back inside. He carries to about the 33 and taken down right there.
Yeah, he had all day to throw. Pumped a couple times, looking for Lassard as receiver to clear, who ran a crossing pattern all the way across the field. And got himself open by about 3 yards or so. Tiger coverage a little lacking there.
Gain of 36, a first down for Hudson at the Tiger 34. 7:15 remaining, first half. Tigers on top, 7-3. Bussin back in the pistol formation. He wants to run himself straight ahead, gets a hard hit at the 32 and pulled down by Daggett and also by Reed Geiger. Bussin carries for about 3 on that play. 2nd and 7 for Hudson at the Tiger 31.
Big hit by Geiger there, who nailed Bussin as he was hit low by Daggett, and then Geiger coming over the top finished him off.
Hudson coaching staff signaling in the play. 2nd and 7 Raiders at the Tiger 31. McKinnon back in to play fullback. Roby also in the backfield. Here's Bussin. He takes a big hit to the 30 and is shoved down right there. That's another big hit by the Tigers. Reed Geiger makes that play. No gain on that play. A big hit by Reed Geiger. So now a 3rd down, 3rd and about 6.5 for Hudson, just across the Tiger 30-yard line. Jake Bussin, a senior at quarterback. He's under center on this play with a double wing set. And Bussin wants to run it himself. He spins away from a couple of tacklers down to about the 26 and pushed down there. It'll be about 2 yards shy of the first down.
That's that quarterback draw or trap that you see Menominee kind of run. They fake to the fullback going to the right, and then they pull a lineman back to the opposite side. But good job by Marshfield closing that off.
And Hudson right here wants a timeout, their second timeout of the first half. We have 5:43 remaining in the first half. Our score is Marshfield 7, Hudson 3. And back with more football in just a moment.
First things first with Mid-State Technical College. Dual credit programs earn you college credit in high school. Then choose a path that suits you. Use your skills to start your career or transfer to a university to continue your degree. Choose a new career. Transition easily and quickly by upgrading your skills. Or continue your education with dozens of classes to get you on your path. No matter your stage of the game, your first move is Mid-State Technical College.
The Marshfield Tiger defense looking at a 4th down situation for Hudson. 4th and 2 for the Raiders at the Tiger 26-yard line. Marshfield Tiger football this evening. Tiger season opener here at Hiding Stadium.
Time moving along quickly here tonight because we haven't seen the ball in the air very much at all.
Each team back on the field. 4th and 2 Hudson at the Tiger 26. Bussin in the pistol here.
3 receivers near side. In motion.
Yeager goes in motion. Bussin turns, lobs it deep down the near sideline. Has a man wide open, caught for the touchdown by Tyler Lassard. He was wide open in the secondary and walks in the end zone for the score.
Nifty ball handling by Bussin, who came out. They ran a motion to the left side, and Bussin came out, made a little fake, and then spun all the way around and totally froze the Tiger secondary on this side of the field. And it doesn't get much easier than that as far as a throw.
Illegal procedure on Hudson. We'll bring it back.
Oh my.
Yes, we just found out we have a penalty on that play.
Huh.
Which was not signaled right away. A procedure call against Hudson, so hold the phone on that one, folks.
Boy, what a job by Bussin on that play.
That brings the ball all the way back to about the 31-yard line. A big play there.
Going to have to keep our eyes open with this crew tonight, Gene. They've thrown some very late flags.
4th and 7 now for Hudson at the Tiger 31. Take that touchdown off the board. Bussin back in the pistol. Fakes the handoff. He's being rushed. Stops, throws on the run. It's caught by Anderson, and he leapfrogs a Tiger defender and falls down around the 22-yard line.
Pass complete to Anderson.
And a flag goes down on that play. Anderson jumped over the head of a Marshfield defender. And a flag down on that play as well.
Well, there used to be a hurdling call, but you very seldom see it called.
Yeah, not since you graduated.
Are you sure I graduated?
Well, since your eligibility ended.
There's some argument regarding that back in Fond du Lac. They said, just get him out of here, get him out of town.
Yeah, the ball carrier actually hurdled a Marshfield defender.
Unsportsmanlike.
Unsportsmanlike conduct against Hudson.
My.
So I'm not sure if that's the hurdling violation or something else happened.
No idea.
But that'll come back as well.
Goodness.
Hudson had the first down there. So moments ago, Hudson had a go-ahead touchdown. Now the ball's back at the 38. And it's 4th down again, 4th and 14 for Hudson at the Tiger 38-yard line. Again, Bussin in the pistol. Takes the snap, fakes the handoff. He's going to throw deep on the near sideline again for Lassard. The ball's knocked away, but caught by Lassard on the rebound, and he carries inside the 5-yard line near the goal line. Looks like a Tiger defender got a hand on the football, but Lassard caught it and goes out of bounds at the 2.
Yeah, he hit the pylon as he went out of bounds, but the official's going to mark him short, and that official was way behind the play here.
So Hudson has the ball at the Tiger 2-yard line, 1st and goal. 5 minutes to play in the first half. Tigers lead 7-3. Hudson looking for the go-ahead score. Bussin under center on this play. And here's the handoff to McKinnon, the fullback. He gets in the end zone for the touchdown. So Hudson does score the go-ahead score at 4:58 of the second quarter. The Raiders now lead 9-7. Eight-play, 79-yard scoring drive. Jack Strong on to kick the PAT. Ball is placed down, kick is away, and the kick is good. So Hudson has its first lead of the ball game with 4:58 remaining in the first half. Our score now is Hudson 10, the Marshfield Tigers 7. We'll come back to Hiding Stadium and more football in just a moment.
At Bauer & Fine Business Technologies in Marshfield, our company has been serving Central Wisconsin since 1955. We're still locally owned and believe strongly in supporting the communities that support us. If you're a current customer, thank you. If you're not a current customer, we'd love to work with you. Let's talk about copiers, printers, postage meters, and network services. Give us a call today at 800-288-2712 or visit our website at b-bt.com. Bauer & Fine Business Technologies. Better business together.
Tigers scored on their first possession. They've been rather quiet ever since, and Hudson now leads 10-7 midway through the second quarter. Hudson to kick off. Schaefer and Lemoyne in deep safety for Marshfield at their own 10-yard line. The kick by Jack Strong. He squibs one up the middle. And Lemoyne on the 10, heading for the far side, 15, the 20-yard line, 25 to the 30, and out of bounds right there.
Well, Tigers secondary right now, early in the year, you have a tendency sometimes as a secondary member to maybe take a look in the backfield too much or to watch the action that's taking place there and lose track of your receiver. And I think that's what's happened tonight 3 or 4 times already where we've seen receivers wide open. Although the last one was a contested touchdown catch by Lassard, did a nice job hanging on to it.
First and 10 Tigers at their own 30. Trevor Femmel at quarterback, Jeff Marsh the tailback. Braden Anderson the blocking back on the near side. Here's Marsh, can't get outside, fumbles the football, picked up by a Hudson man on a bounce, and he'll walk in the end zone for the touchdown. Marsh fumbled the football. It bounced right up into the arms of a Hudson defender, and he walks in the end zone for the score.
By Chase Raven.
It was recovered by Chase Raven, and he scores for Hudson to give the Raiders a 16-7 lead.
Well, you can't get more fortunate on a bounce, although he, didn't secure the football. I mean, it was a decent exchange coming to his left, trying to get around the outside, but only got to about the tackle position, and the ball was knocked loose.
So Hudson scores 2 touchdowns in a 13-second span, and Strong back on to attempt to kick the PAT. Marsh coughed it up. It bounced up off the turf and right to Raven.
Right to him.
Who walked unimpeded into the end zone.
Yeah, so look what I've got. Kind of surprised all of a sudden. There it is in your stomach.
Marshfield man just coming off the field. Maybe with an equipment issue, and he's replaced. So Hudson now with 16 unanswered points, trying to make it 17. Ball is placed down. Kick is on the way. It is up, and it is through.
Extra point by
So 2 touchdowns for Hudson in a 13-second span. And the Raiders now lead this ball game 17-7. Back to Hiding Stadium in just a moment.
Please consider supporting Marshfield Tiger Athletics and local community businesses by purchasing this year's Tiger Card. Tiger Cards.
I had an employee at once ask me to prioritize family, faith, and business, and I put them in that order in particular. For each one of our employees, it's family first. You do what is best for you and your family. Then the rest of it will take care of itself. It's about making sure you make the best decisions for you and your family.
Rather surprising turn of events here at Hiding Stadium. 2 Hudson touchdowns in a 13-second span. The Raiders now lead 17-7 as Strong looks to kick off once again. Long kick to Schaefer back at the 1-yard line. Coming to the near sideline with the 10. Can't get outside and is pulled down around the 13.
Yeah, Schaefer reaching up with one hand, kind of knocking the ball down inside that 5-yard line, then choosing to go ahead and run it. He probably should have let that one, it's a shoulda, coulda, woulda of an announcer up here. That one probably could have gone in the end zone.
So it's Marshfield football on their own 13-yard line, 4:39 remaining in the first half. Marshfield now trailing Hudson 17-7. Again, Trevor Femmel leads out the Tigers. Jeff Marsh, the tailback, behind him. Luke Lemoyne to the near side. Evan Jacoby far side. Here's Marsh on the handoff off tackle for about 1 yard off the right side. Marsh 1 yard to the 14-yard line.
There was that Will McDonald that time. It easily defeated his block and sliced into the backfield.
McDonald, that young man, a defensive end, a preferred walk-on at Wisconsin next year. 6'5", 230 defensive end. He had some, I think they kind of said to him, you come on for 1 year, we'll give you a scholarship next year. 2nd and 9 for the Tigers at their own 14. Femmel under center on this play with an eye backfield. Fades back to pass, throws the near side, caught by Lemoyne at the 21, curls up across the 25, and fights his way near the 30-yard line before he's pulled down.
Yeah, gained about 4 more yards simply on leg drive. I think the Hudson players were expecting him to go out of bounds, but Lemoyne turned it upfield and put his head down.
Luke caught 9 passes for Marshfield last year, 7 of those in the playoff game against Wanakee, where he had 131 receiving yards and 2 touchdowns. Picks up 16 on that play. 1st and 10 Tigers at their own 30. Tigers trail 17-7. 3:40 left before halftime.
Femmel's first completion tonight.
Femmel in the pistol. Marsh next to him on this play. And a flag down before the snap. Looks like a procedure call coming against Marshfield.
Yeah, the wingback or slot back on the right side for Marshfield. Just jump just a little bit, just enough.
Now tomorrow evening, Mike Warren will be sitting here watching the Stratford Tiger football team in action against Mosinee. Game time 7 p.m. That broadcast tomorrow at 6:30 right here on Sports Radio 92.3 FM, WOSQ, and WOSQFM.com. It's now 1st and 15 for Marshfield at their own 26-yard line. Mitchell Shoddy comes to the near side. Jacoby wide far side. Tigers shift. Meverton tight end far side. Anderson blocking back near side. And Femmel wants to run, but not very far. Crosses the 25 and decked right there.
Pulled 2 linemen to the left side and hoped that the defense from Hudson would follow that misdirection, and then Lemoyne pulled the ball and tried to run back to his left side and ran into a wall.
Got about 1 yard on the play. Leaves it 2nd and 15 Tigers at their own 26-yard line. Tigers with a lot of promise in that opening drive. Scored on their first possession, but they've been quiet offensively ever since. 2nd and long, Marsh the tailback. Femmel the quarterback. Lemoyne to the near side. And Brooks Hinson wide on the far side. They shift to an I backfield. Femmel back to pass the ball. Has some time. Now starts, and he'll take off across the 30.
Flag.
Out to about the 33. And as Dale mentions, there's a flag down, looks like in the offensive backfield.
Yep.
So that will likely go against Marshfield from that position. The officials will confer on this one. At halftime, by the way, we'll hear from Spencer Columbus football coach Jason Gorst. Oh, the call's against Hudson. How about that?
Jeez.
Looks like maybe a
personal foul.
Personal foul call against Hudson. Tigers get a break there.
Boy,
Jason Gorst, a guest on our coaches show on Monday evening at Nuts Deep 2. He'll talk about the Rockets football season at halftime tonight.
Another big penalty against Hudson. Boy, I'm going to have to get my penalty eyes in shape here. I think both of us have seen things.
1st and 10 Tigers at their own 48 pistol, but there's a flag down before the play.
I think it's going to be procedure again on Marshfield.
Yeah, it looks like it is. Call against the Tigers. Procedure is the violation.
Marshfield's doing a lot of shifting. When they get to the line of scrimmage, they'll sometimes move a tight end, flex a tight end over to the opposite side, then move a wing back up into the I position. Sometimes they move 2, looks like wing back and tight end. So I'm not sure that was the fault there. I think somebody just jumped on this near sideline a little early.
Tigers send Lemoyne to the far side. Jacoby near side. Femmel in the pistol.
There's the shift again.
Marsh next to Femmel. And Marsh on the call, straight ahead. Takes a hard hit at the 45-yard line, pushed down there. Jeff gains about 2 on that play. Marshfield now faced with a 2nd down, 2nd and 12 at their own 45. 90 seconds left before halftime. Tigers do have 3 timeouts remaining. Brooks Hinson comes back in. Brooks, I believe, no, there's actually 2 sophomores on the roster, Brooks and Jonathan Klum, offensive lineman, both sophomores on the Tiger roster. Oh, Chase Robinson also, a 3rd-string quarterback. 2nd and 12 Tigers at their own 45. Femmel back to pass the football, being rushed by McDonald, throws across the middle, and wide open, the ball is caught near the 1st down marker. Ball caught by Meverton, the tight end, at about the Hudson 43, maybe a yard shy of the 1st down.
Complete to Meverton.
Oh, one of the Tiger linemen on this near side here totally whiffed on his block, and Femmel almost lost his head but got the ball off just before he was being hit there.
And
another penalty,
here's a penalty
I guess.
again. A holding call against Marshfield will bring that play back.
Penalty on Marshfield.
Another bad break for Marshfield.
Boy, that was deep in the backfield where that holding call was called, too.
And they're walking way back to the 27. That's basically a 28-yard penalty. Ball's back at the 27. They have to get to the Hudson 43 for a 1st down. So it's 2nd and 30. And the clock winding down. The Tigers may not make much of an effort to stop it here. 45 seconds left before halftime. Second and long here from the Tiger 27. Femmel will pass the ball here. Throws far sideline. Caught by a Tiger receiver about the 35. That's Meverden makes the catch and knocked down at the 36. And Marshfield now will take a timeout. Gain of 9 from Meverden on that play. Tigers use their first timeout. We have 22 seconds remaining before halftime. Marshfield trailing Hudson 17-7. Other Wisconsin Valley Conference teams in action tonight. The Wisconsin Rapids football team opening tonight at home against River Falls. DC Everest plays at Green Bay Preble tonight. And in some other non-conference games, WIAA Fremont is at Pacelli. Bloomer at Somerset. Elk Mound is at Spooner. Non-conference football games being played tonight around central Wisconsin. Most of our local teams will play tomorrow. And that includes the Stratford Tigers and Mosinee in their ball game here at Hiding Stadium tomorrow. Game time 7 p.m. That broadcast begins at 6:30 tomorrow evening right here on Sports Radio 92.3 FM, WOSQ, and on WOSQFM.com. Tigers now line up, 1st and 10 Marshfield, or third down, 3rd and long Marshfield at their own 36. Femmel again to pass the football, being Rusters across the middle, caught by Anderson across the 40, 45 to midfield, stiff arms a man to the 45, and out of bounds near the Hudson 40-yard line.
Oh, it depends upon where they mark this. Oh, another flag.
Yep, there's a flag down as well.
Right in front of the Tiger bench.
Penalty on the play.
Coach Cadle was arguing about something. Nice move by Braden Anderson. Made the catch, carried all the way down to about the 39-yard line. But that play, at least part of it, may come back.
Penalty Marshfield.
Pass interference call?
That's the official signal, pass interference.
Again, flag thrown way after the play. I guess I'm trying not to be critical here. It's just that we're getting some extremely late flags in this ball game. I guess it doesn't matter as long as they get it right when they throw it.
Well, the catch will stand, and the ball's put back at the Marshfield 48-yard line. So the Tigers still need 11 for the first down. 3rd and 11 Tigers at the Tiger 47 with 13 seconds remaining. So Anderson carried down to about the 38, which is a 26-yard gain. 3rd and 11 Tigers. And now we'll resume play. Just 13 seconds left, and now a timeout looks like for Marshfield.
He doesn't seem to be sure about that last call.
No, we're not. That was I can see if there was maybe an illegal block call or something like that, but the signal was pass interference.
Yes, it was.
Which came well after the ball had been thrown and the play was run. But nonetheless, the ball is at the 47-yard line of Marshfield, 3rd and 11 with 13 seconds remaining before halftime. Tigers already back on the field. Hudson defense not aligned as of yet. Now they'll come out for this 3rd down play. 3rd and 11 Marshfield at their own 47. High backfield, Colby in the fullback spot in front of Marsh. Femmel back to pass. Has time. It's a screen pass. Caught at the 45-yard line by, it looks like, Meverden. He'll carry across the 40 and call a timeout with 4 seconds left.
Good for a Tiger.
Shouldn't have to. Clock will stop.
Meverden carries down to the Hudson 38. Picks up 14 on that play. 4 seconds remaining before halftime. That is a Tiger first down. But the important thing is they have the ball at the Hudson 38 in position where they can throw the ball into the end zone. Before they do that, they'll take one more timeout. This is Marshfield's final timeout. Once again, Spencer Columbus football coach Jason Gorst joins us for some comments on Rockets football at halftime this evening. You're listening to Marshfield Tiger football on Sports Radio 92.3 FM, WOSQ, Spencer, Marshfield, and WOSQFM.com. With Dale Yukaitis, I'm Gene Delisio at Hiding Stadium. Just 4 seconds remaining before halftime. And Marshfield trails Hudson 17-7, but the Tigers have time for one final play. It's first down for Marshfield at the Hudson 38-yard line. Trevor Femmel's arm certainly strong enough to get the ball to the goal line from here, if he has some time to throw.
Decent crowd here tonight on the Marshfield side in particular. There was maybe a couple hundred fans from Hudson over there with the student bus as well.
Now Femmel in the pistol formation. Takes the snap, back to pass, steps up, throws far sideline, and is intercepted. Picked off by Lassard, who cuts in front of Meverton to make the interception at the 22, goes down right there. And that play should end the first half. Officials with some whistles. Looks like that will close out the first half of football here at Hiding Stadium in Marshfield. Tigers score on their first possession, but quiet since then. And Hudson comes back with 17 unanswered points, including 2 touchdowns in a 13-second span midway through the second quarter. Our halftime score here at Hiding Stadium in Marshfield is Hudson 17 and the Marshfield Tigers 7. Back with Spencer Columbus football coach Jason Gorst as our halftime program continues in just a moment.
So gracefully stop in and check in with us as practice has finished. We'll let Coach grab a seat there. Turn the microphone on. Take a load off, Coach. Is probably the best thing, right?
Not a big load, but it's a load. How's that?
Let's see. I looked at your itinerary today. Kind of a team's practice. Maybe just start with that. Tell us about how practice has gone so far, including the first half of today's practice.
Well, today, I guess it started out maybe a little bit slower. We had a couple new installs. It's the next week, so we're installing a little bit of offensive old. So we're trying to get everything taken care of with the coaching staff as well. We met at 1 o'clock today and then come out and try to install everything that we talked about today. Very minimal amount. I think we put in 2 plays and maybe 2 run plays, 1 pass play, I think, today. And they didn't do too bad at them. I was okay with them. I mean, the defense is now in their second week, so they're starting to move and move around. They're not standing there like they did without pads on for the first week, where we could hey, you look really good, you look really sharp. Well, now the guy is not standing there with his pad, and now we get to just get a little excited and then start coaching a little bit, And
then you told me we got full contact practice coming up at 7. What are some of the things that happen? I remember when I played, and you've been coaching, and then playing before then, and it's always kind of a special time the first time you get to go out and hit somebody, tackle somebody. What are those beside that? What are some of the other things you're looking for in this evening practice?
Well, it's way different than the days of old. That's why you still have a couple ticks, Coach, from getting hit in the head so many times. But we're trying not to do that. We're not trying to do that. We do a tackling progression that Coach Lukey's done for 100 years that we've been here, and we do those things. We'll have our porta pits. I think we'll go on the grass fields and pull out the big track pits, and it's all a controlled situation of tackling. Obviously, you got the guys who are gung-ho and who are older kids and got a lot of confidence, and you do have some younger kids, and we pair them up, sophomores against sophomores, and so on and so forth. But it's just a chance to see kids get excited a little bit and see what it is to tackle. You still have kids that are apprehensive all over the place, but this doesn't make or break today. But you see where you have some potential and things that could happen in the future.
Sure. Time to maybe stand out a little bit, but there's more practice to come after that. You've done this with me for a number of years. Thank you so much, Coach, by the way, for stopping by. I know you got stuff to do, so I won't keep you too long. So first, just remind the audience, I think it's 26, but tell us what year is this coaching over here in Marshfield?
I think it's 28.
Oh, okay. My math is not as good as yours.
Hey, that's okay. I forget even now. It might be 29, but I don't know. But it's been a number of years. We'll keep going until everything falls apart on me, and they've got shoulders and got knees and everything else happening, but it's okay. We're doing okay. I still like it. Mm-hmm. I still think we're having an effect as far as coaches go to kids, and we all think as a staff, we think that's a big deal. We all teach. We're all teachers on our staff. That's one of you can probably look at some other staffs in the state of Wisconsin. I think we're probably in one of the top 1 or 2% that have all teachers on their staff coaching football. And that's pretty special to me, because that means that people that are working in our school are giving back, and everybody has families and those kinds of things. And I remember back in the day when Len Sr. was here and we started coaching together in 94, 95, and I had my first son, and he was the first one to say, I took off one day, Dennis, one day, and I was back on the field. So guess what? I mean, we were going into the playoffs, and the doctor said, well, Coach, I know you got playoffs on Saturday. Hey, to my wife, Mo, he goes, do you want to just get this thing done so Coach can get back on the field? And she goes, well, sure. So they induced labor and had my baby and Andy on the Friday, and we played football on Saturday. That stuff is pretty not happening today, I mean?
Yeah, right.
So I know I'm just stupid, and that's just the way it was, and that's the way kind of things were. And I respect all my coaches, and we make family time a big deal for us and our staff. And if you can't make it because of your kids, and I want you to watch your kids and do the things that they do, and we're just more receptive to the fact that people have families, and that's a lot more important than coaching an hour or two of practice.
In the long run is what they tell me. It's more important.
Yeah. They got to be around. They got to take care of us, dude.
Yeah, right.
I'm getting ready to retire. I need somebody to be ready to get my house ready to go and keep me up and at 'em.
Somebody's got to make you a sandwich at some point. Yeah. So let's talk about last year just a little bit, and then we'll spend the rest of our time, however long you want to sit here. We'll preview this year's team. But last year, at times okay, at times not very good. 3-3 in conference, 8 touchdowns scored in the conference season. I mean this sincerely, Coach, but because I think there probably is an affirmative answer to it out there somewhere. But is there a way to do that again this year and be better? Is that got to all change?
No, everything's about scoring touchdowns. I guess that's the object of the game, and stopping people from scoring touchdowns. I mean, our defense looks good again. It's kind of cool that we do have the kids that we have to play. I mean, I'm still calling some kids that I would love to be out here and help us out, but every athlete has different reasons why they're not here. And,
sure.
But I'm not going to stop recruiting. If I do that, I might as well quit coaching, because
Yeah.
that's not what coaches do. We walk up and down the hall to get kids all the time. But we're trying to do the same thing. The Marshfield way doesn't change. We're trying to stop people from scoring. We're trying to score. We're going to try to put kids in the right place to help us win. And those kids are trying to do that. If we ask them to go, they're trying right now. And there are several kids we haven't had tight ends for 6-7 years. And we're trying to make tight ends out of kids. They're linemen, they're fullbacks, and we're trying to make things happen here. So it's a lot of learning. It's a big curve for some of these kids that haven't ever done it before. I mean, it used to be from 5th grade on up that we did the same eye offense, and now Now things have changed. People got better, then they know how to scout you better, and they know how to take away all the things that Marshfield did. So we got to be better, and we got to do things a little bit differently, and do things that the way other teams think we're not going to do it. So it's football. We've got to change with the times and with the week and who we're playing against. So.
And things do change. It looks now, again this season, you lost a conference opponent in Wausau East, so you fill in that blank with somebody else, but that's kind of part of that change. And then, in the conference, things change. Lincoln, conference champs last year. Coming into this year, some of those same guys you got back. At what point, maybe you have already, but what point do you start talking about season goals and a conference championship got to be part of that goal setting that you and the guys do?
Our first goal is to not jump off sides the first play and to get a first down, to do well in the scrimmage, be healthy. We had guys, dinged up in the beginning of our season. We're just, you got to go to the cliche, it's 1-0. Let's try to win the first game, try to win the second game, and try to that hard every week, because if you ever start looking ahead, Coach, this. If you look ahead, man, you're going to get your feet tripped out from underneath you immediately. So that's an old coach thing, but everybody does the same thing. Try to win the week and do the best you can at that week and that team. And I didn't even know if Rapids won the conference last year. I'm sorry. So forgive me, Tony.
Yeah, Coach Bill is watching.
Yeah, I know, but forgive me for not knowing that you guys won the conference. Everything was so weird. We're playing different teams sometimes. I mean, we're playing another team. I believe we have scheduled a team from Milwaukee to take place of Wausau East. But don't get me wrong, I'd want to play Wausau East. I want to play our conference. I want those guys to get back, full strength football, just for the better part of football. I don't want to see those guys, playing 8-man. I want those guys to be playing 11-man. But that's all over the country, and so we'll see that happen, and hopefully we get better all the time.
28 years, and then playing before then, I'm sure you've seen a lot of schedule configurations, road games here or there, home here and there. This year, a lot of your home games are front-loaded. You finish on the road twice. How do you, when you kind of look at it as a whole thing, maybe just take Marshfield football out of it, but, a guy like you looking at a schedule and you see a team they finish on the road a couple times, is that advantage or disadvantage? How do you think about that kind of thing?
I don't. I might be the most stupid coach in the world. I don't think about those things. I really think about what we do and what I'm going to help call on offense and what we're going to do on offense, what we're going to do on defense, and how are we going to win that week? Because, again, it doesn't really matter. We got to play the football game, and that's all that really matters. And I don't care where we go. If we had to go to Michigan, if we got to go to Milwaukee, we're going to go there, and we're going to give them the best fight we can give them.
Start to wind it down here a little bit. I know they're lifting in there, and you got some food probably to eat in a little while. You don't want to miss that, as far as I know, anyway. We kind of look at this week in particular. So you come back out 7 o'clock, full contact or a contact practice of some sort, and then the weekends with the scrimmage over in Eau Claire. For some, maybe the first time they come and in person, sit in the bleachers, kind of look at you guys. What do you think you and your guys need to do between now and that scrimmage on Friday to look like a football team on Friday over in Eau Claire?
Well, again, try to stay doing things the correct way and try not to make mistakes. You're going to have mistakes. It's a scrimmage, and everybody knows it's a scrimmage. I want to make sure that we run our base plays very well, and we want to be physical, and I want to make sure that our kids know we got to play physical. It's a lot of different changes from what we've been doing. I mean, we're going to have big backs and a good bunch of linemen. We got to keep those guys healthy. That's our big deal. Like anybody, let's keep kids healthy. So that's our big goal on offense. Defense, they have a lot of new kids. They have four new linebackers. So, and they look really good. So that's kind of a cool thing for us. There's 4 new defensive backs back there. I think one guy has some experience, and Evan Pretch, and so we're really a brand new team. But we're pretty senior dominated though, which is awesome. We're a little bit lighter, not as many kids on the junior team, but then we bring a good group of sophomores back in. So, I mean, the pipeline keeps going, so we just got to keep working and never give up. How's that?
Let you off the hook with this one. We sit here in just a beautiful football facility here. You got the video board out there. The turf is so comfortable you could probably take a nap on it at times if you wanted to.
It's warm.
Today it is. The bleachers here are full. So I'll ask you kind of a 2-part question, and we'll get you back in the locker room after this one. What kind of an advantage is it to be here when those road teams come in? And then I'll let you kind of end with a promotion, but tell people to come out here and sit in these stands and watch you guys play this year.
I don't know if there's any advantages too much anymore. Pretty much everybody has a turf field, it seems like, around here. But again, it's a wonderful place, and it's way more than anybody could ever expect as a high school team playing on something like this. It's remarkable. But again, everybody's getting turf, and they want that because of the fact that it makes things all equal as far as rainy field games and muddy games, and those things are gone. But it just makes things better that way. I mean, everybody can run faster. It seems like you can cut harder and cut better. Balls bounce all over the place. I mean, those are just things. But yeah, I mean, if nobody's seen it out here, if you haven't come to a game, it's remarkable. Come be a supporter. I guess we're out here, and we're high school kids, and in the way the world is, I guess if you want to start being a promotion guy, you come and look at what these kids do and what kind of things, the time they put in to play high school sports. I don't care which sport it is. Mm-hmm. I mean, we give away to soccer. They practice before us on one day, and then we practice after them. I mean, there's hundreds of kids that playing high school sports out here. Mm-hmm. Track season, we got everybody out here running track, and we're doing soccer and track at the same time. It's remarkable that what it does, and it's remarkable the people that gave what they could give to make this happen. I mean, in today's world, there's a lot of I people in the world, Coach. You know that. I mean, the commercials say, "We'll do this for you. We'll make it just for you. This car can be built just for you. This health plan will be just for you." People start believing that it's just about them. And then when things happen and things don't go their way, what do they start to do? They find the blame, complain, defend stuff, and it's like, I don't have that. You don't. I don't have what you have. Dude, you got to work with what you got, and we've done that for a lot of years, and now the people of Marshfield have come through and did tremendous things, and it makes our community just that much better. It's a tremendous place.
There you go. Come on and watch these guys play. I think they charge you a couple bucks to get in. It's not much. And you come in here and, like you said, Coach, for the community, some of these kids are going to want jobs someday. So you get to come out and watch how they perform here and maybe hire them sometime and put them to good work, put them to good use.
Yeah.
But until then, it's you, Coach. So you get them for now. Best of luck in 2022. Thanks for having us out of practice today, Coach.
Thanks for your service, too, because it's remarkable what you do. It's been no better when we're out of the playoffs or it's basketball season in the winter, and I can sit at home and don't have to go to Superior and watch our basketball team play.
Sometimes,
I know that's not cool either because I should be going, but daggone it, gas was $4 a gallon. I'm sorry.
Sometimes, right? Sometimes.
Really good stuff.
Coach, good luck this year, okay?
Thank you.
All right, we'll let Coach get over to the locker room. Get with this.
If you lose direction, you can grab my hand. I'll be the one behind you to say no. One man band. Just follow your dreams and keep your promises.
We're all different, but we all want great health insurance. See why we're rated #1 in service, coverage, and affordability in central Wisconsin.
Leading ground gainer, of course, then is Jake Bussin with 68 yards and 11 carries. Marshfield, Jeff Marsh leads the stats as far as rushing with 43 yards and 7 carries. Trevor Femmel has 7 yards and 5 carries. That includes an 11-yard sack, though, in that total. Eli Colby with a touchdown run of 15 yards. Femmel has thrown for 64 yards in the first half, so Marshfield has a total of 131. Now those totals might be off a little bit. We've had a couple odd penalty situations that take place, and by the way, I was asking about that call that maybe was a weird pass interference call.
Yes.
Apparently it was a block in the back that was called on that play, not a pass interference that I found out at halftime.
He gave the pass interference signal.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah. So, unless he was pushing that, saying he pushed the guy, maybe that's what he was saying.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, but that was the call on that one. It wasn't me being a little bit.
You kind of figured that was what it was.
Yeah, it was kind of odd. Yeah. Anyway, Marshfield plays some physical football. This Hudson team, obviously, this Bussin is a pretty good athlete. Trevor Femmel has had to run for his life a little bit back there in the passing game, although Marshfield didn't throw the ball as much as they usually do in ball games. They've kind of gone back to, I don't want to say the old-time offense of the I formation, but we have seen Jeff Marsh a number of times in an I formation tonight after the Tigers shift. They bring a wingback back to the fullback position, and that is usually Colby in front of Marsh. And then they've also switched some of their I guess you'd say tight ends back and forth across, so they have a lot of motion and shifting going in their offense. We did see, I didn't keep track of penalties in the first half, but we saw both teams committing some big penalties. I guess Hudson had several 15-yarders in the first half, which hurt them. In fact, on the touchdown pass that they threw, I think they were knocked back about 3 different times on that drive by penalties before they eventually got to throw that that actually wasn't a touchdown pass. It was a pass that went out of bounds at the 2-yard line, and then a running back for Hudson carried it over from there for that touchdown, and then an extra point to make it 17. So I don't know. We'll have to see. Hudson has a pretty stout defensive line, that's for sure. Marshfield has played some good defense up front, but a little bit on the edges, and in the pass defense, they've been suspect so far in this ball game.
And the Tigers trail here at halftime, 17-7. As Dale mentioned, Marshfield scored on their first possession, a 15-yard touchdown run by Eli Colby to cap a 7-play, 67-yard drive, giving Marshfield a 7-0 lead. Hudson then with 3 scores in the second half, a 27-yard field goal by Jack Strong, a 2-yard touchdown run by Owen McKinnon, and then 13 seconds later, a 30-yard fumble return by Chase Raven to give Hudson a 17-7 edge here at the halftime break. Marshfield and Hudson football action tonight. Our halftime score once again is Hudson 17, Marshfield 7. Back with the second half in just a moment.
R&R Flooring in Spencer is your place for the best in innovation and lowest pricing for your flooring project. New or remodel, tile, carpet, hardwood, ceramic, cork, you name it, R&R Flooring is ready for you today. R&R Flooring supports area programs like the broadcast you're watching and also supports area suppliers so you get great quality and pricing that fits your budget. Go to R&R Flooring today to see their showroom of flooring, furniture, mattresses, and custom-built showers. R&R Flooring in Spencer.
Mentioning to Gene here, as we're talking at halftime, it seemed like Marshfield, especially in the second quarter, started a lot from deep in their own territory. And of course, there was the fumble that bounced right up to a Hudson player. He took it back for, 35 yards or so?
How about that? Yeah, here's the kick by Kurth. High end-over-end kick, and Anderson at the 4-yard line. Straight ahead to the 15 to the 20, and he takes a hard hit and gets dropped almost immediately. Big hit by a Marshfield ball player. And it appears
13.
that was a man who is anonymous. Number 13, who was not in the program. So congratulations to him. Yeah, a couple of telling points in that first half, Dale, that one series, Marshfield's possession that began at the 43, the Hudson 43, and Marshfield wound up punting the ball from inside Hudson territory. That was couldn't make any progress on that series. That's certainly not a good situation for Marshfield. 1st and 10 here for Hudson from their own 18-yard line. Bussin in the pistol formation. Man comes in motion. And on the handoff, it's outside to Roby outside, and can't turn the corner. Gets taken down to the sideline near the line of scrimmage.
Okay, we found out that Evan Niehaus is number 13.
All right. Good job by Evan on that play. No gain for Roby on the play.
What a play by Daggett on the pursuit on that one. Holy mackerel, 250-pound kid flying to the sidelines.
2nd and 10 for Hudson at their own 18-yard line. And here's a nice handoff to Kantak. It's across the 30 to the 35-yard line for a first down.
Carried by Yeager. Tackled by Mattis.
So a first down for Hudson on that play as they carry out to near the 35-yard line. Marking on the 36, gain of 18. 1st and 10 Hudson from their own 36. Action just underway here in the second half. Marshfield trailing 17-7. Bussin back in the pistol. Roby comes in motion. Bussin himself straight ahead and gets knocked down around the 38 or 39-yard line. A couple of guys combining on that tackle. Ben Deach is right there with Isaac Daggett. And Bussin stopped on the 39, picks up 3 on that carry.
The interior defense has been pretty strong tonight, doing a good job in there. Giving up some big plays to Hudson, though, in the passing game, and then some outside runs.
2nd and 7 Hudson from their own 39. 3 receivers on the near side. And Bussin himself again straight ahead, gets a hard hit as he crosses the 40 and gains about 3 yards on that play. Reed Geiger with another hard hit for Marshfield. Bussin still gets about 3, maybe 4 on that play.
It's kind of an interesting play again where Bussin fakes a handoff. Hudson pulls 2 people on the left side of their line, kind of an influence type situation, but then Bussin goes right back where those guys pulled from. I think trying to fake out the linebackers.
3rd and 3 for Hudson from their own 43-yard line. Bussin back in the pistol, 2 men motioning at the same time. Now one stops, and there's some confusion here, and a timeout charged to Hudson.
Timeout.
As they had some confusion on that play. Hudson timeout, their first of the second half, with 10:18 remaining in the third quarter. Marshfield trailing Hudson 17-7.
At the Granite Shop, we take great pride in what we do. We offer high-quality natural stone granite as well as a huge selection of man-made stone. With full slabs as well as a variety of partial remnants, you'll have no problem finding the stone that was meant for you. Our high-end, high-quality granite, quartz, and marble is perfect for any kitchen, bathroom, or remodel need. We are locally owned and operated on County Road C near Stratford. We service all of Wisconsin.
Certainly is.
over the past few years.
Yeah. And Wisconsin, of course, national champion, ranked number 3 this year. And Marquette very strong also. Picked for second in the Big East. 3rd and 3 for Hudson at their own 43-yard line. Bussin in the pistol. Yeager goes in motion now. Bussin rolls to the near sideline, stops and throws on the run, and the ball's knocked away, but then caught on the run by Anderson, who sidesteps some tacklers at the 20-yard line and goes down right there. Once again, Anderson well covered on the play, but he makes the catch and carries down to the Tiger 21-yard line.
Pretty good coverage there by Bennett Lang. Turned his head just a little bit late as the receiver put his hands up late, tried to catch that ball. Give Bussin the credit, though, on that play. That ball was put right on the money on the run.
And 36 yards on that pass play to Riley Anderson. First down for Hudson at the Tiger 21. Early second half, Tigers trail 17-7. And here's McKinnon, the fullback, going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage by Logan Metcalf. McKinnon stopped for no gain. He may have lost a yard, but in fact, they're going to mark him back. It looks like back at the 24, so he actually loses 3 on the play. 2nd and 7 coming up for Hudson from the Tiger 24-yard line. Plays are signaled in from the sideline. Kantak in the backfield next to Bussin on this play. Yeager goes in motion. And Bussin on the fake jet sweep goes straight ahead inside the 15-yard line, about the 13.
Yeah, there's a play where some of that motion and the fix and the handoff in the backfield by Bussin, faking the handoff, was very effective. He's a pretty nifty ball handler and a big break right up the middle that time.
And he gains 11 on that play. Now a 3rd and about 3.5 for Hudson at the Tiger 13. This drive began for Hudson on their own 18. They moved to the Tiger 13 in 7 plays. Ben Healy new in the ball game. He's a defensive back playing a wideout for Hudson on this play. 3rd and 3 for Hudson from the Tiger 14-yard line. Bussin sets down the line and wants to run the option, but gets hit. The ball is loose in the backfield and picked up by a Tiger ball player. A big hit, first of all, by one Tiger ball player. The first big hit made by Isaac Daggett. And then the ball recovered by a second teammate. Metcalf on the fumble recovery. Daggett forced the fumble, and Metcalf with the recovery at the Tiger 22-yard line.
I'm surprised that Bussin didn't pitch the ball that time, as he had Daggett coming right in his face, and he had a tailback or a halfback out on the wing pretty much wide open, but Bussin chose to hang on to it and got drilled because of it.
First turnover by either ball club. Tigers take over on their own 23-yard line, trailing 17-7. Trevor Femmel on first down, hands to Jeff Marsh, getting outside 25-30, up the far sideline and pulled down near the 40-yard line.
Carried by Marsh.
Nice open field run by Jeff Marsh. Give the Tigers a nice run. And they'll give him about 18 yards right to the 40-yard line. We have 8:25 remaining in the third quarter. Tigers trail Hudson 17-7. Eli Colby back in for Marshfield.
Hudson player Reese Thompson went off the field late, hobbled.
Henson wide far side. Lemoyne near side. Femmel back in the pistol. Henson goes in motion. And it's Marsh off tackle for about 5 yards.
Carried by Marsh.
Jeff straight ahead to about the 45-yard line. Nice to see Jeff getting going here. He ran for 45 yards against Rapids last year. That was his season high. He's probably close to that number already tonight. Marshfield faced with 2nd and 5 at their own 45-yard line. Wide out to the far side. Jacoby flex tight end on the near side. And the handoff to Marsh coming near side with some room if he can turn the corner. Puts his head down and barrels forward for about 2 yards to the 48. Could not get outside, so he just ran over a couple of guys and gains 3 on that play.
68 yards now for Marsh and 10 carries.
Good job by Jeff. He only averaged 2.8 yards per carry last year, but certainly improving on that one tonight.
A carry of 24 and a carry of 18 tonight, which has helped him out.
Now the Tigers in a conversion down here, 3rd and about 2.5 for Marshfield, just across their own 47-yard line. Hinson far side, Lemoyne near side, Colby a wing on the near side. Femmel on the handoff to a new running back who gets hit at the line of scrimmage and dropped immediately. That's Mason Seidel.
Carry by Seidel.
And he goes down for maybe a loss of 1. Mason Seidel loses 1. So a decision here for the Tigers. It's 4th and 3 Marshfield at their own 47.
We will be announcing our 50-50 raffle winner.
Tigers changing some personnel here.
End of the 3rd quarter.
See if Noah Peterson comes in. Of course, Noah being the ball game anyway, and he's going down to punt formation. 4th and 3 Tigers at their own 47. And rather than go for it, the Tigers look like they want to punt the football. Fake is a possibility here at this part of the field. And Anderson, a fullback, is the up back here. Before the snap, whistles and a delay of game call, I believe, against Marshfield. And that will end the thoughts about a possible fake.
There were 2 linemen that came on the field late for Marshfield that time.
Ball goes back to the 42, 4th and 7 Tigers. And Peterson to punt once again to Riley Anderson. High snap, Noah pulls it in. Good kick, a very fine kick. Anderson lets this go over his head inside the 10, inside the 5, and to the 2-yard line and stopped right there.
Wow.
A 57-yard punt by Noah Peterson, and Hudson will start this drive about their own 1-yard line.
Peterson, I didn't get his first punt, but I've got him the other punts for 46, 42, and 57, so doing a nice job.
Certainly is.
Back there tonight. Now, it's time for a turnover here for Marshfield. Get some short field to work with.
Hudson football on their own 1-yard line. 5:43 left in the third quarter, and Marshfield trails Hudson 17-7. Major League Baseball action Saturday here on WOSQ. The Toronto Blue Jays and New York Yankees. Coverage begins at noon Saturday right here on Sports Radio 92.3 FM, WOSQ, and WOSQFM.com. Hudson taking their time coming out. Now the Hudson offense onto the field. They have a tough challenge here. 1st and 10 for Hudson at their own 1-yard line.
Delay a game.
And we do have a time count against Hudson, which will cost them about a half a yard. Hudson not concerned about that. You can't lose too much yardage, half the distance from the 1-yard line. And now it looks like Hudson's going to take a timeout. Hudson will take its second timeout of the second half with 5:48 remaining in the 3rd quarter. Our score is Hudson 17, Marshfield 7. And more football in just a moment.
We know how a bank should be at Partners Bank. Banking should be easier. Treating our customers as valued and important. Services should be better with online and mobile banking and locations close to where you live and work. Loans should be quicker, and we make all decisions locally with years of experience helping people with their financing needs. Partners Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
Partners Bank, better together.
Along with Dale Yakitis, I'm Gene Delisio at Hiding Stadium in Marshfield. Marshfield Tigers season opener. Tigers trail 17-7 midway through the 3rd quarter here at Hiding Stadium. 1st and 10 for Hudson at their own 1-yard line. As Dale mentioned, Tigers could use a turnover right here.
And
Plus
some
the
pressure.
Quarterback under center here. Yeager goes in motion. Handoff goes to the fullback, who goes nowhere. Stopped at the 1-yard line. Big hit there, I believe, by, let's see who that was. Reed Geiger again. No gain on the play. On the run by the fullback, Kantak. 2nd and 10, maybe 2nd and 9.5 for Hudson, just across the 1-yard line. Kantak, the fullback, once again. And Bussin Hands to Kantak. He gets stood up at the 1 yard line and pushed back in the end zone. Again, the Tiger defense is right there. Several Tigers there. Nick Spencer is one on that tackle.
For no gain.
And no gain on that carry by Kantak. So 3rd and 10 for Hudson at their own 1 yard line. Raiders being very cautious here. Again, Bussin the quarterback, Kantak the fullback. Double wing formation. And it's Kantak straight ahead, and again, virtually nothing. Maybe to the 2 yard line, that's it.
I think he lost about a half a yard there, actually.
And stopped by several Tigers, led by Isaac Daggett.
Brings up.
The ball is just across the goal line, inside the 1 yard line, so 3 runs by Kantak result in virtually nothing. And Hudson will have to punt from their own end zone. 4th and 10, Hudson from their own 1 yard line. Tigers should have good field position here. Bennett lying back in deep safety, lined up at the Hudson 35 yard line.
Okay, if Hudson should choose to take a safety here, that would leave Marshfield with an 8-point deficit.
Swicky on to punt. Gets a good snap. He does kick it away. Short kick, though, but bouncing across the 35 to the 40, and by Lang inside midfield to the Marshfield 46. So a 53-yard punt thanks to a nice roll. Marshfield still has good field position, but not as best as they hoped to have. They'll take over on their own 46-yard line. 3:45 remaining, third quarter. Tigers trail 17-7.
Well, those are some little things you'll work on in the week in terms of trying to make sure you field punts, especially in those kinds of situations. Now, the punt was a little short, and it did bounce, and there were a couple of end-over-end bounces, so I'm sure the Marshfield returner just didn't want to take a chance. But Marshfield lost about 10, 12 yet. No, now we got a march off yet, too. What's going on here?
Looks like a penalty of some sort.
Penalty thrown all the way back at the Hudson 38-yard line. Let's see if we even get a signal.
The ball is now back at the Marshfield 36.
And no signal. Okay. Well.
1st and 10 Tigers at their own 36. And Fimmel on first down runs the quarterback draw. Not much there. It's hit by McDonald and stopped for no gain.
There we go.
That outstanding defensive end, Will McDonald, in on that play. Fimmel rushes for nothing. 2nd and 10 Tigers at their own 36-yard line.
They've been playing him inside some tonight as well.
Tigers looked very good offensively on their first drive, but rather quiet since then. 2nd and 10 Tigers at their own 36. Trevor Fimmel at quarterback, Eli Colby the fullback, Marsh the tailback on this play. High formation. Fimmel wants to pass here, comes to the near sideline, caught by Lemoyne at the 45-yard line, along the near sideline, out of bounds around the 48. He'll have the first down on that play.
Yeah, and he wouldn't have, but he put his shoulder down at about the Marshfield 45-yard line and got himself across that first down marker.
Brings up a Tiger.
Tiger first down on their own 48-yard line. Now 2:55 remaining in the third quarter, and Marshfield trailing Hudson 17-7. Tigers line up. Mitchell Shoddy wide out on the near side. Wing on the far side. Fimmel will give to Marsh on a sweep. Cuts back inside of the 50 and stopped at the Hudson 46. Nice open field tackle by Ben Healy, but a nice job by Marsh picking his hole. And he'll get about 6 yards on that play.
Nice job at the right side of the Tiger line there, too.
Tackle by Healy.
At right side is Carter Serra. At right tackle, Riley Heller at right guard, Sebastian Grant-Corvitz the center. On the left side, Noah Peterson's the guard, Andrew Marsh the tackle. 2nd and 4 Tigers at the Hudson 46.
Marsh with 74 yards now tonight.
Good job by Jeff. Lemoyne wide near side, Hinson far side, I backfield. Hinson comes through in motion. And Colby, the fullback, straight ahead, bouncing off his own teammate, carries inside the 40. A real awkward run by Eli Colby, but does get the first down as he picks up 7.
Well, his second carry tonight, the last one was for a 15-yard touchdown.
Bounced off a couple of guys, including his own teammates, to make that play. And now a first down for Marshfield at the Hudson 39-yard line.
Well, I didn't see it clear enough, Gene, to know if he broke the first rule of football that time or if the Tigers did. Tackling your own man. So
I think he broke it 2 or 3 times.
Oh, did he? Okay.
First and 10 Tigers at the Hudson 39. Tigers down 17-7. 1:45 left in the third quarter. Backfield. Braden Anderson at fullback on this play. Femmel fakes the handoff, back to pass, being rushed through to the near sideline, and it's intercepted and dropped. It was overthrown. He was trying to hit a receiver on the near sideline on the seam, and the ball was trapped by Hudson defensive back Riley Stelzner, but he couldn't hang on, so it's an incomplete pass.
And you know what? The coaches from Hudson are going to tell Stelzner and the defensive backs next week, when that ball is trapped like that, don't just kind of get up and let the ball roll on the ground, and you've got to fake it a little bit there.
Yeah, got to do a better sell job on that.
Got to do a better job, salesmanship.
Second and 10 Tigers at the Hudson 39. Shoddy to the far side, Hinson near side, Colby wing on the near side. Femmel back in the pistol here. And hands to Marsh to the 35-yard line.
Nice
breaks
run.
a tackle down to the 31.
Nice job.
8 yards for Jeff Marsh on that play. And the Tigers in a makeable third down situation here. 3rd and 2 Tigers at the Hudson 31-yard line. Tigers down by 10. Boy, that second score by Hudson on that fumble return plays big right now. Tigers need 2 scores.
Tigers have had some success when they move Peterson to a defensive end, because sometimes he's been inside more.
Anderson at fullback on 3rd and 2. Femmel bobbles the snap, hands late to Marsh. He gets hit in the backfield and loses 2.
Yep.
Carry by Marsh.
That's a loss of 2 back at the 33. Femmel mishandled the snap, finally got it, gave it to Marsh, but the timing was off on that play. And Jeff stopped back at the 33, creates a 4th and 4. Tigers must convert here. Clock winding down, 30 seconds in the period. Colby back into play in the backfield for Marshfield. And we'll see if Femmel puts the ball in the air here. 4th and 4 for Marshfield at the Hudson 33-yard line.
5-second count.
High backfield. Femmel back to pass. Throws quickly to the far sideline and caught by Hinson, and he'll have the first down.
Boy, nice throw by Femmel.
Quick look into Brooks Hinson. He turned and got the first down at the Hudson 26.
Threw it to the outside so that it was away from the defender, and Hinson did a nice job of hanging on to it despite having a defensive back right there.
Gain of 6 on the play, and that play ends the third quarter here at Hiding Stadium. Our score after 3 periods is Hudson 17 and the Marshfield Tigers 7. Back with the fourth quarter in just a moment.
Our score.
Little Sprouts is now open in Rudolph with the same great child care you know about in Auburndale. Here's Brooke Sievers to tell us about it.
The community here in Rudolph has been extremely welcoming, and we're excited to serve here just like we do up in Auburndale. Part of the process is to help out the school districts and to help the children stay, their 4K children to stay close and get services right here. We serve here in Rudolph 1-year-olds up until 12-year-olds, and up in Auburndale we serve 6 weeks old until 12-year-olds.
Our Auburndale pea pods, wiggle worms, busy bees, and fireflies welcome the Rudolph sweet potatoes, lovely ladybugs, and beautiful butterflies. Contact Little Sprouts Learning Garden on Facebook today.
Marshfield and Hudson in the season opener here at Hiding Stadium tonight. We head to the fourth quarter. Marshfield trailing Hudson 17-7. Marshfield on the drive, however. Tigers have a first down at the Hudson 26-yard line.
Femmel with some nice throws tonight, putting the ball right on the money on some of his out patterns.
Tigers line up, 1st and 10 Marshfield at the Hudson 26-yard line. Ball on the near hash mark. High backfield, and Femmel fakes the handoff, rolls towards the far sideline, stops, gets away from a couple of defenders, and takes off at the 30, 25-yard line, up into the 21. As Dale mentions, there's a flag down on the play.
Back at the 33-yard line.
And we've seen our share of flags in this one tonight.
Yep. Holding call.
Holding on Marshfield is the call.
Penalty is against Marshfield.
Must have been someone just inside on the corner because I didn't see any holding per se in the backfield. Femmel doing a nice job of getting out of trouble as he was being chased by two Hudson players and did make the corner. But then I saw the flag come down after that.
Ball will be marked off, it looks like, from the 32. And it could bring it back to the 42. And the Tigers have to get to the 16 for the first down, so it's first and 26.
I think that was a blocking in the back signal again.
Tigers back in the I formation. Hinson goes through in motion. Femmel hands to Colby straight ahead, bouncing off some tacklers, but now he's grabbed and thrown back into the backfield by defensive lineman Owen Gooder. They may give Colby forward progress back to the line of scrimmage, and they'll do that, but nothing more. No gain on the play.
Trying the quick hitter. Try that sometimes in long yardage, figuring that the defensive team is going to spread out a little bit defensively, expecting outside plays or pass plays, and sometimes that leaves a little bit of room up the middle. Not that time.
Second and 26 for Marshfield at the Hudson 42.
Boy, Wisconsin Rapids was always good at that. They'd run that quick trap in long yardage situations and gained huge yardage.
Hinson far side, Lemoyne near side. Jacoby slot receiver on the near side. Femmel wants to pass the football, steps up, throws across the middle, and the ball's dropped. At a wide open man, that was Evan Jacoby, just went through his fingertips, incomplete. Evan had some room to run, but couldn't hang on to the football. Incomplete pass, and a third and 26 now for Marshfield at the Hudson 42-yard line.
By Trevor, also threw an interception. That ball should have been caught.
Trevor last year completing 46% of his passes through 6 touchdown passes and 8 pass interceptions. Third and long for the Tigers at the Hudson 42. Anderson and Marsh back in the I formation. Femmel to pass the football, throws to the near sideline, has a man open, but it's deflected and may be intercepted. Looks like no, it's incomplete. Ball was headed towards for Sam Meverden, but he deflected it, and it was trapped by a Hudson defender behind him. Incomplete pass. Fourth and long Tigers at the Hudson 42. And again, the Tigers get the ball inside Hudson territory, but are forced to punt the ball away.
Good route scheme there by the Tigers, getting receivers, couple receivers wide open there, but they just couldn't connect.
Noah Peterson on the punt. Riley Anderson back deep. Here's the kick. Another good one by Noah. And Anderson lets this one bounce inside the 5 into the goal line for touchback. Hudson takes over on their own 20-yard line. 10.5 remaining in regulation time, and Marshfield trailing Hudson 17-7. Baseball action Sunday evening here on WOSQ. The Boston Red Sox and the Baltimore Orioles from Williamsport, Pennsylvania. That broadcast Sunday at 5 p.m. right here on Sports Radio 92.3 FM, WOSQ, and WOSQFM.com.
I know coaches probably don't like to talk about a punter being one of the big positives of a team tonight, but boy, Peterson shows the big leg, and that could come in real handy throughout the season in terms of field position.
Certainly could. First and 10, Hudson from their own 20. Bussin at quarterback here. On first down, he'll give the ball. No, he'll pitch the ball late back to Yeager, who gets outside for a nice gain across the 35-yard line. Ross Yeager on the sweep gets outside to near the 35, maybe the 37-yard line. Gain 17 on the play.
Kind of a neat play. They bring Yeager back into motion, and as he gets to the top.
To stop, no gain on the play. Second and 10, Hudson from their own 31. Cantac again in the backfield next to Bussin. Low snap, Bussin grabs it, starts to run straight ahead, and dives out to the 40-yard line. And he's undercut there by a Tiger defensive ball player. Looks like that was Daggett once again.
Bussin moving towards that 100-yard mark. He now has 16 carries for 85 yards.
He ran for 18 yards last year. He was the backup quarterback for Hudson last season, but certainly has taken the starting job tonight and done well with it. 3rd and 7 for Hudson from their own 40-yard line. Roby goes in motion. Now Bussin coming to the near side, wants to throw, lobs it deep down the near sideline, and it's intercepted. Marshfield intercepted at the 30-yard line. That's Bennett Lang, goes down right there. Ball a bit overthrown, intended for Nathan Michaels, and Lang makes the interception
Tiger first down.
and goes down right there on the 30-yard line. Tigers' second takeaway tonight. Bennett Lang had 1 pass defended last year and now has an interception this season.
Pretty good hand-to-hand combat down there between Lang and the Hudson receiver, but Lang holding his ground, doing a nice job coming up with the overthrown ball.
So Marshfield takes over right on their own 30-yard line. 8:55 remaining in regulation time. The Tigers trail Hudson 17-7. Tigers have not scored since their opening possession. And the Marshfield offense back on the field. Looks like a tight formation here. Now Fimmel does line up in the pistol, and 2 receivers flank out to the far side. On first down, Fimmel to pass the football. As he throws the ball, his arm is hit, and the ball pops up in the air and falls forward, incomplete.
Yeah, pretty fortunate because that ball went straight up in the air, right over the middle of the scrum at the line of scrimmage, but I don't think anybody could really find the ball.
2nd and 10 Tigers at their own 30-yard line. Colby comes back in to play in the backfield here.
Marshfield running a number of, we used to call them drag routes with receivers going back and forth across the formation, and had some nice formations and plays on that tonight. Just didn't connect on all of them.
Lemoyne to the near side on 2nd down. Marsh on a sweep. Has a hole across the 35 and spun down around the 36-yard line.
Tackled by Dickman.
6 for Jeff Marsh on that carry. Presents Marshfield with a 3rd and 4 at their own 36-yard line. Clock winding down, 8:30 remaining in regulation time. Tigers need 10 to tie.
Marsh closing in on 100 yards. He has 90 in 14 carries.
Good job by Jeff tonight. A couple of big runs for Jeff this evening. 3rd and 4 Marshfield at their own 36. Shoddy comes the near side. Jacoby on the far side. And 4th and 2 Marshfield at their own 38. And the Tigers down by 10 with 7:45 to play. Coach Cato may be forced to go for it right here. Looks like he will go for it. 4th and 2 for the Tigers at their own 38. They're down by 10 and they'll go for it here. Marsh in the backfield next to Fimmel. Hudson defensive line digs in. And Fimmel wants to pass the ball. Looking, starts to run himself, has a seam. He'll carry across the 40 and spun down at the 43 for the first down. Trevor Fimmel scrambles for the first down, picks up 4 on that play.
Tackled by Gooder.
And a first down for Marshfield.
Brings up a Marshfield.
At their own 43-yard line. Now 7:20 left in regulation time, and Marshfield trailing Hudson 17-7.
Trevor has a strong arm, the strong arm of a quarterback, but boy, in some offenses he'd make quite a tailback.
Yes, he would. You said that last year. I know you liked his running skills a year ago as well. Trevor back in the pistol formation here, takes the snap, hands to Marsh. Jeff trying to get outside across the 45 to the 47 and pulled down there.
Carried by Marsh.
Marsh gains 4 more on that play. 2nd and 6 Tigers at their own 47. We'll keep an eye on that clock for you. Now 6:40 left in regulation time, and the Tigers trail by 10.
Tigers taking a lot of time getting back to the huddle and then getting a play in from the sidelines.
Mason Seidel comes back in for Marshfield. 2nd and 6 Marshfield at their own 47. Lemoyne and Jacoby far side, Hinson on the near side. Fimmel back to pass the football to the far side and caught by Hinson across the 50 into Hudson territory, but they'll mark him down at the Raider 49-yard line. That play only gains 4 yards. And leaves Marshfield with a 3rd and about 2. Mark it back at the 50, in fact. 3rd and 3 for Marshfield at midfield.
Hudson playing a lot of 2-deep zone tonight, preferring to give up those underneath throws.
Now Hinson stays in the ball game. He comes back on the field. Femmel at quarterback. 3rd and 3 Tigers at the 50-yard line. Lemoyne and Jacoby to the near side. Hinson wide far side.
It's Hudson will go man-to-man here.
Femmel back to pass. Pump face gets hit and sacked. Lost the football. Recovered by Hudson.
Oh, my.
A big sack. A big hit by Brady Miller. Femmel lost possession, and it was picked up by Hudson's Ben Stigler.
Oh,
Recovered
man.
by Draveling.
Femmel took a
First
huge
down,
hit. Never saw it coming. He is trotting off to the sidelines, but man, was he drilled.
Please remember, fans.
Second quarterback sack registered by Hudson tonight. And Hudson has the ball back at the Marshfield 41-yard line.
Meet their team outside their locker room, outside the front gate.
1st and 10 Hudson at the Tiger 41.
And keeping a safe environment.
Marshfield does have 2 takeaways tonight. That's their first turnover. 5:25 remaining. Tigers trail 17-7.
I tell you what, there's a lot of quarterbacks that would have not gotten up from that hit. Semmel seems to be okay, at least on the sidelines. He's standing there talking to Coach Gadel.
Bussin back in the pistol, but before he takes a snap, Hudson will take a timeout. Hudson's final timeout. With 5:25 remaining in regulation time, and our score, Hudson 17, the Marshfield Tigers 7, and more football in just a moment.
Jason Zaleski here to tell you that Hewitt's Meat has you covered with simple, easy, and free home delivery. Residents of North Dakota, South Dakota, Minnesota, Iowa, Illinois, and Wisconsin get free. That's right, free delivery on every order from Hewitt'sMeats.com. Choose from bratwurst, wieners, bacon, jerky, sausage, cheeses, ham, snack sticks, gift boxes, and even the popular grillers. With over 50 flavors of bratwurst, Hewitt's Meat with free delivery will please your entire family. Visit the store in Tomahawk, Marshfield, or Hewitt's Meat on Facebook today.
With Dale Yakitis, I'm Gene Delisio at Hiding Stadium in Marshfield. 5:25 left in regulation time. Hudson leads Marshfield 17-7. Hudson first down on the Tiger 41-yard line after that fumble recovery by Hudson. Bussin back in the pistol. On first down, he'll run the option. Pitch it back to Roby, who's bumped out of bounds at the Tiger 38.
Roby on the carry.
Roby runs for 3, gets out of bounds. That stops the clock. 2nd and 7 for Hudson at the Tiger 37-yard line. Tigers scored a touchdown on their first possession, have not scored since. Hudson lines up once again, 2nd and 7 from their own 38-yard line. Roby goes in motion, and Bussin runs the quarterback draw himself across the 35, and it gets stood up and hit hard at the 32 and pushed back there.
Carried by Busson.
Looked like Daggett and a couple of other Tigers in on that stop at the 32. Gain of 6 on that play. 3rd and 1 for Hudson at the Tiger 32 with 4:50 remaining in regulation time. Clock winding down. Tigers need the ball back. They're down by 10. Tight formation here. And Bussin hands off to his fullback, Kantak. Not much, but does force his way inside the 30 for the first down. First down for Hudson at the Tiger 29.
McKinnon Hutera on the carry.
Clock winding down, 4:35 remaining in regulation time. Tigers trail Hudson 17-7. Again, Hudson in no hurry in this situation. Bussin back in the pistol. He'll hand off to Roby, tries to get outside, but without much success. And he's spun down there by Spencer and by Carson Mattis. No gain on that play. 2nd and 10 for Hudson at the Tiger 29-yard line. Now 3:50 remaining. Man goes in motion for Hudson here. And Bussin will keep it himself. Spins away from tacklers at the 20. He's at the 15-yard line and pulled down inside the 10.
Well, he had me faked out. I thought he handed it off in the backfield that time. I thought Marshfield was going to have a running back drop for a 2-yard loss.
First down, Hudson.
Well, he'll go over 100 yards with whatever that was.
Now Bussin runs down to about the 8-yard line. And a first down for Hudson. At the Tiger 8, 3:10 left. In regulation time, Tigers trail 17-7. Bussin on the inside handoff to Roby. And he breaks a couple of tackles off the right side, fights his way down to about the 5-yard line.
Roby on the carry.
At times you'll see Hudson move into that double tight end, double wingback kind of look that you see Claire Regis run, and at times Chippewa Falls also runs that real tight kind of double wing tee. And then they pull and trap people.
Second and goal for Hudson from the Tiger 5-yard line.
Power offense inside.
Roby goes in motion. There's a pitch back to Yeager. Has a seam there, gets in the end zone for the score.
And a flag.
Yep, there's a penalty flag on the play as well.
Very emphatic flag thrown by the referee down to about the 9-yard line. Face mask.
Personal foul face mask against Hudson.
Hudson.
Ball now started back to the 20-yard line after that penalty. Second and goal, Hudson from the Tiger 20 with 2:20 remaining. Bussin in the pistol here. Yeager goes in motion. And here's a pitch back to the near side. Lots of room for the running back, Roby, who gets in the end zone for the score.
Roby on the carry.
Roby on the pitch for 20 yards and a touchdown.
Hudson.
Caps a 7-play, 41-yard scoring drive after the fumble recovery, and Hudson leads 23-7.
Well, up until that play, the story of the game was actually 2 plays by Hudson tonight. One, a long pass that took them down to the 2-yard line, and they punched it in from there, and the other picking up a fumble out of Marshfield's backfield and running it in for a 35-yard touchdown.
Strong comes back on for the PAT try. The kick is away, and it is up and good. So Hudson expands their lead with 2:20 remaining in regulation time. Our score now is Hudson 24 and the Marshfield Tigers 7. We'll come back to Hiding Stadium and more football in just a moment.
Nasonville Dairy, family owned and operated, bringing you fresh cheese curds made daily, along with many other varieties of Wisconsin-made cheeses and treats. Don't forget to check out our cheese and sausage trays for your upcoming parties and cheese and sausage gift packages for the holiday season or any other special occasion. Nasonville Dairy, located just southwest of Marshfield on US Highway 10, NasonvilleDairy.com.
First score by either team here in the second half. And Strong to kick off for Hudson. Schaefer and Lemoyne back deep for Marshfield inside the 10-yard line. And the kick, short end over and kick far sideline, bouncing around and picked up by Lemoyne at the 15, carries across the 20 to about the 24 and pulled down there.
Returned by Lemoyne.
Well, a new addition, I guess, next week, Gene, to the Tigers schedule. I don't know if we've ever played Slinger before.
No, I don't think so. Heading to Slinger next Friday night.
Yeah, anybody that knows of Slinger and is a stock car fan realizes that that's a real hotbed of racing, has been for many years. The Slinger Nationals, a lot of NASCAR guys will come down once in a while and take a chance down there and run some races.
You still racing down there?
Not this year.
No?
No. No.
I'd like to see you back on the track sometime.
Well, my Volkswagen's kind of beat up right now. I don't know.
First and 10 Tigers from their own 23. Fumbled to pass. The near sideline caught at the 30.